G'day guys and welcome back to GNs_gaming for another Dokkan Battle video. So for today's video we did earlier get the producer's letter and they did announce that Kid Goku was going to be the next DFE to drop, so for Saiyan Day, so a big time celebration. And then literally not much longer after they actually did tweet out his details. Usually they would have made us wait a little bit for this, but that's definitely a positive. So we have Kid Goku. Honestly, I would have loved to have seen something a little bit more hype for Saiyan Day. Obviously, like Dragon Ball as a base is cool, but I'm a bit of a meathead, so I like the what ifs and the big time transformations. But anyways, is what it is. So we've got the Kid Goku here. For his leader skill, we'll start there. So we've got DB Saga or Earthbred fighters with 3 key 200% HP, and then attack and defense 170. We've got an additional 50% to stats for youth or Dragon Ball seekers. So, like obviously the Earthbred fighters part of his passive is sick. As part of his leader skill, because obviously that picks up so many top tier units. But to get that additional 50% for youth or Dragon Ball Seekers, that's definitely a pretty niche there. But anyways, we continue on. So for this Goku, he does have an entrance animation, and that's when a DB Saga unit is, or youth or Dragon Ball Seeker, is attacking in the same turn upon entry. Now that's definitely annoying. Because as I said, those categories may not get the most usage on these teams. The fact that it's on entry is so painful. It really should just be on turn. But anyways, with that, we launched an additional super attack and gain a 40% damage reduction for 7 turns. So I feel like you're definitely going to be wanting that up, because that is a massive booster, and you'll see why later on. But for his basic effect, we've got attack and defense 200% plus 20% damage reduction, so obviously we can get up to 60% there. Launches additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super, so 70% chance of getting an additional super in there. When performing a super attack, you got attack 100% and then 55% chance of performing a crit, which is good. That really does eliminate the need to give this guy any type of crit. So we love that. And then you also get a 22% chance of dodging. So like a nice little baseline, I guess, that could potentially save you on a big time super when you consider that this guy can get up to 60% damage reduction beforehand. So for every super attack performed, we then get 50% attack up to 200. And then after performing 7 or more supers, you launch an additional super attack and guard all attacks. So the guard becomes pretty insane, because initially you're combining that with the damage reduction and a bunch of these super attacks. And anyway, we'll see later on his super attack effect. But you can see he does have an active skill where Goku goes fishing. Can be activated from 3rd turn start of battle, which is a pretty nutty condition. Like if he starts in slot 7, that's his first turn. Otherwise, if you've got him in rotation 1, that's just next time round. So I definitely think that is a good active skill condition there. And you recover 30% HP, 3 key, and an extra 30% attack and defense in battle. And I know 30% might not seem too crazy, but when you combine that with the rest of his passive, I think that's going to be really nutty. So for the links, it's pretty much just basic youth Goku. We've got the Innocence, All in the Family, Saiyan Lineage, Infighter, Incredible Adventure, Guidance of the Dragon Balls, and Fierce Battle. Obviously, because he does the paper, scissors, rock, there's no Kamehameha or anything like that. For his teams, we've got Dragon Ball Saga, Earthbred Fighters, Youth, Dragon Ball Seekers, Low Class Warriors, Pure Saiyans, Goku's Family, and Bond of Parent and Child. So probably not the, versatility that we're sort of used to seeing with a lot of our Saiyan Day units of late. I sort of look at, like in Broly, Physical Godku, the Tech Vegeta, all of them had a bunch of units that you are able to throw on, but or teams to run on. So bit more niche, this Goku, but here is the super attack effect, and the reason that guard, the damage reduction, and all the additional supers become really impactful. It's because he does stack attack and defense, then also seals super. So I'm assuming that that's going to be a 20% stack. So yeah, obviously we're going to need more of those supers to be able to really buff up our defense. But when you do combine that with the guard, like I think that's going to be pretty deadly in there. So we also do have a unit super for this Goku, and it's when there is a Bulma around, and instead of sealing super attack, you then get a guaranteed stun. So that's definitely going to give this guy a lot of usability in things like Super Battle Road, for example. So you love to see that. There's nothing better than when a unit does have versatility in the terms of the content that we are able to run them in. So that's the Goku. As I said, I think he's going to be really good. Like combining guard, stacking, and damage reduction. Like how can you go wrong with that? So I imagine he's going to be very good for the festival battle, or whatever it's called in particular. This guy seems like he's really built for that. So on top of that, we did also get a Chi-Chi Youth banner unit. So coming along with the Goku, for her leader skill, you've got Youth, Dragon Ball Saga, 3 key 130. So standard for all these banner units. Then for the passive, so we've got 2 key and 200% attack and defense. Launches an additional attack that has a 50% chance of becoming a super, so that is worded the way that we like, where you can potentially proc 3 super, like you're guaranteed that second attack, and then you've got your hidden potential chance. And then is also a support class unit, so super class allies get 30% attack and defense, and then additional 30% attack and defense for characters who are in Dragon Ball Saga. So 60% is going to be really impactful, especially when you consider someone like the Goku having damage reduction. So on top of that, when performing a super, essentially you got 100% attack and a 30% chance of 150% attack, which is a bit strange. But so for every super attack performed, we get attack and defense and chance of performing a crit plus 25% up to 100%. So with 4 super attacks, she does have the guaranteed crit, which is, again, same sort of thing with the Goku. It means that you won't need to invest in the hidden potential crit for the Chi-Chi, so that's good. When the enemy is in attack down, defense down, and when they have some type of status effect, Chi-Chi's going to launch an additional super, and then when there is another youth category ally on the team, which is going to be really important for this Chi-Chi, she gets 200% defense and a 50% chance to dodge. Then, when there is an ally whose name includes Goku on the team, she also guards and gets to 159% defense when receiving an attack. So that's the multiplicative buff. That will be really insane. So pretty much guard, dodge, and a good attack stat. Good defensive stat, sorry. So she's definitely going to be a really good support unit to run on Goku's team. Her links will be the one issue, but like you're just going to float her with her support anyway. So you got Battlefield Diva, Innocence, More Than Meets the Eye, The Incredible Adventure, Guidance of the Dragon Balls, Infighter, and Fierce Battle. Team-wise, we've got Youth, Dragon Ball Saga, Earthlings, Bond of Parent and Child, and Earthbred Fighters. But realistically, all you're going to be running this Chi-Chi on is the new Goku's team. Then for her her super attack effect, she raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme, and then lowers attack and defense. So getting multiple supers on any turn is going to be really good, because then she's going to be able to get more of that defense, which you then combine with her guard, and yeah, there's a bit to work with there. So I think Bulma, in terms of a banner unit, she's a dodging support. That's generally what I like. Not Bulma, sorry, Chi-Chi. So that's generally what I like in my banner units. Also worth noting, she is INT, so you can really load her up on dodge. Goku here, if we go back, is Super AGL. And then another thing that was worth noting is that there we go, that zoomed in finally. We do have an Easy A coming, so we've got it for the Path to Power Kid Goku, one of my all-time favourites. I love the fact that you can run a leader that provides so much support to a team, not only with the damage reduction support, but the rainbow orb changing. So his EZA is going to be incoming at some stage. Really excited to see what they do with that one, because yeah, as I said, that Goku is one of my faves. But what I also wanted to show you guys here, if I go into my profile and my likes, is the stats. So as per usual, shout out to Halvard. They do the stats all the time. So here we go. Also worth noting, the linking partner is Beast. So yeah, there you go. So but anyway, Goku. We've got a bit to read through here. So without the support or intro, you're looking at start of turn 234k. Quite low, but yeah, you're probably not really going to be running this guy without his intro. So with intro it's the same anyway, but you can get an additional stack. So we're just going to assume with intro you start at 234, 60% damage reduction. If you can get one stack, you go up to 280. Two stacks is 330 essentially. Then 375 and then 420. After 7 super attacks, that's when your start of turn defense will move to 560. And then, as you can see here, your stacks go up. So it's getting almost 50k defense per super. So you can cap out after 11 supers at 800k defense. When receiving an attack, start of turn defense then jumps to 1.6. Dang. And then the further additional 4 supers could get you up to 2.4 pretty much. But I mean, even if you get 2 supers there, you move to 2.1. That could definitely be pretty nutty. With the active, you can see that's where things do jump up pretty significantly there. You get max defense of like 3.1, but you got to also consider that you can just continue to super, and this like the 18 support here, and this is actually an interesting interesting conversation here. What about on turn 70? Because that is honestly a realistic question now that we do have this festival battles, and as you can see, if you average it out to 3 supers per turn, then he's going to be sitting at about 22 million with 20% damage reduction and guard. So this guy is definitely going to be great for the festival battles. I imagine some people are going to go absolutely crazy taking him in there and just absolutely spamming those stacks. So yeah, there you go, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this Goku and the Chi-Chi. And also the Path to Power Kid Goku, like which are you most excited for? So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.